Our podcast is proudly sponsored by Tooth Club, the celebrity dentist specialising in composite bonding, Invisalign and implants. They offer monthly deals and you can spread the cost with monthly payments. With locations across Essex, Hertfordshire, Suffolk and Kent, they're easy to find. Check them out on Instagram at Tooth Club UK. Welcome back to Yours Sincerely podcast with me, Lauryn Goodman.
And me, Lisa Andrews.
We're back. I think last week we spoke about subsequent dating and trolling. And what else did we speak about?
Trolling and trolling and
trolls.
Still getting trolled and trolling.
I spoke to Helen Flanagan earlier, didn't we?
Yeah.
And she was just saying that the trolls are awful and that she's had it for ages. And I'm so used to it because you were going, it's really bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
And I was thinking, I don't know, I'm just in this ignorant bubble because I just block them.
Yeah.
My little safe space, I'm like, they're blocked. So ignorance is bliss, I guess. I just don't even see it.
Yeah, which is the best way for sure. But a few slip through the net, don't they?
Yeah, and then I just block them and then I'm like,
yeah,
that's better.
Yeah. But yeah, she was saying, wasn't she, like, Dane, that it's mums.
Women with children. She said, it's shocking. And I said, I know.
Yeah, because I don't know if anyone else, it's probably just me, but I imagine or have imagined trolls just to be sitting in this little dark room just on social, in social media, hoping no one sees or knows them. But it's not. It's the woman in Tesco's next to you getting her shopping.
And with her kid in the trolley, in the car seat thing.
It's sad, actually.
What actually doesn't get me about that is they're a mum who have to go through the difficulties.
Yeah. And yet they troll another mum.
It just, that's what Helen said. Like, you're a single mum. Like, what the fuck?
Like,
she's a single mum.
Yeah,
so.
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
But anyway, I'm not giving them any more energy of ours. They can
troll off. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's it.
So some of the DMs that I've got, I'm going to read them out, obviously anonymously. But one of them is, your strength has kept me going these last few months. Tomorrow I'll be leaving my controlling, manipulative, narcissist boyfriend. I've clung on for so long because he's my daughter's father and believing it'll get better. Believing his lies that lies. Oh, fucking hell. I really need to put my teeth back in.
Jesus Christ.
I'm so sorry.
Start again.
Was it
Start again.
Jeez.
Go.
Go. What was it? Oh my God, that was going on so good date and I forgot to tell you. You remember the huck tool girl? Spit on that thing. Do you remember? It went viral.
No.
What do you mean no? Where have you been living under a rock?
Oh yeah, those trolls put me there.
Are you joking?
No.
You've never seen the huck tool spit on that thing?
Oh, you gotta give him that huck tool and spit on that thing. You get me?
What do you mean no? I just can't. I'm gonna have to Google it for you. I can't. She literally went viral. And then I think she made a career out of it.
Did she really?
I mean, fucking good on her.
Yeah, I'm proud of her. I don't even know.
I think she was from Texas. Yeah, it was an interview. Look, I need to show you. Honestly, I can't believe you haven't seen it.
Never. How long ago was this?
Look. What's the one? Wait, hold on.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that huck tool and
Oh yes, I did.
I'm trying to see what that be like, right?
Brilliant. I did see it.
Yeah, so how did that not click when I just said it?
Just didn't click, didn't register.
So you did see it and it went,
did see it.
Why did I just say that? What was my point in it? Oh, because I couldn't speak.
Because you didn't have your teeth
Couldn't
in.
get my teeth in.
Yeah.
Okay, so this message, your strength has kept me going on these last few months. Tomorrow, I'll be leaving my controlling, manipulative, narcissist boyfriend. I've clung on for so long because he's my daughter's father and believing it'll get better. Believing his lies that things will change. I won't go into detail, but after years of being controlled, no social life, losing family and friends, being made out to be delusional, as if everything is my fault, and I started to question if it was all me. I'm hoping tomorrow will be the beginning of a new chapter and a happier life. I can't wait to feel free again. I just hope I can find the strength to stay away for good this time. Not just for me, but for my little girl too. Thank you for sharing your journey with us fans and for giving me the strength to take this big step once and for all. Now, if this message
makes me sad.
So sad, but if this message doesn't like make me want to continue my journey in public, I don't know what would.
Yeah.
Because for me, I mean, even just saying your strength has kept me going these last few months. She's a mum.
100%.
You know,
I hope she does find the strength.
And my heart goes out to her. It's fucking awful. One of them was, Lauren, I actually hate to say this, but I got sucked into the media and believed everything. I'm 12 minutes into the episode where you joined the dating agency and I just feel for you. As a mum myself, I can't imagine how tough the last few years have been for you. Yes, things have gotten ugly from both sides, but I totally understand you wanted everything for your children, possibly to make him pay, but to also give your kids some foundations. It's only what he is doing with his other kids that you are stronger than you think.
Yeah, love that.
I mean, you think you're strong though, but then I am human. I have wobbles, don't I?
Oh, yeah.
But I think people would just see me as like there's just this strong woman that's resilient all the time. Like it's fine to have good and bad days. That just makes you human. And obviously, I don't sit there on Instagram bawling my eyes out. I know that people on Celebs Go Dating got to see like a tiny bit of me being upset, and I think I get upset in another episode. I to be honest, I was so sick and crying on it. I remember saying to the producers, I just want to be able to stop
Well,
crying.
you had no control on that. You can control what you put on your social media.
Yeah, exactly. I can go and sit in a room in a corner and just cry my eyes out. / call Lisa and cry my eyes out. My eyes out to you on the phone.
And God, I always answer the phone because God help me if I didn't.
Another one. I'm sitting here catching up on Celebs Go Dating, and mate, I feel for you so much. You can see the trauma and hurt you are suffering, and your love for your baby's dad is real and true. And I don't think that's easy to just get over. And I can see how grow up and mature you are and Jamelia, and they are setting you both up with little boys, not men. What the fuck? I was cringing. You will find your king and happily ever after, babe. I found mine, and after hell with my ex. Keep smiling.
See?
You did say that about Jamelia's dates, didn't you?
Yeah.
You kept saying about Jamelia's dates.
It's like, what the heck? Like,
no, babe. One of them.
Am I allowed to
wait
say
for this.
that?
No, you can. Of course, have an opinion.
Seriously, though. And she is a woman, like a grown-ass woman. Very attractive. I mean, they were putting her with kids. One of them wanted to go clubbing for 72 hours.
Because obviously, I didn't get to see all of Jamelia's dates until now, watching it on TV.
Yeah.
But we were at this brunch and 3 men walked in.
Can you walk out if you want to, or would that's rude, isn't it?
A couple of them walked out when they were filming.
Did they?
Yeah, one of Chris's girls walked out when they were filming.
What, didn't want to be on it?
No, and she was so nice. She was such a nice
What
girl.
made her walk out?
Because he went with another girl, so I think she felt a bit like
Embarrassed.
If embarrassed is the right word, I don't know, or a bit mugged off maybe.
Yeah.
She was such a nice girl, but Chris went out after her to like speak to her and stuff. Because obviously you're on
And
a
lick her.
dating. You idiot. Chris, not
Chris went out.
Tristan.
Oh, not Tristan. Chris. Chris is my favourite. I thought you said Trist. It's your teeth. I thought you said Chris, not Trish.
I can't go.
Chris, not
He
Trish.
went out to lick her, and I'm thinking, why would he be going out to lick her?
Sorry.
Honestly, this is what I have to deal with. He went out,
Yeah.
right, after her, but obviously it's a dating show, like you need to date multiple people, so I think he just felt like he wanted to also date somebody else, but he wasn't saying no to her, so I think there's like a bit of a miscommunication there, but bless Chris for that. I need to find this other message because it's actually quite a good message. As someone who grew up with a dad who showed little to no interest in seeing me, as well as having his own family that he apparently adored, I feel this, and I can relate to your kids. I realised from a young age that my mum always had my back and every choice she ever made was in my best interest. As an adult, I have been able to speak to her and understand more than I did as a small child, sitting at that window waiting for my dad to not turn up again. Swear to God, and that makes me so fucking mad. She was my biggest advocate, and I have always known that whatever happens in the future, your kids will see how you fought for them and made hard decisions that have only been in their best interests. As long as they have you in their corner, showing them and giving them all the love they need, they will understand. I know it doesn't make the present any easier, especially when they're so little, but you are their everything, and that is enough, whether you believe it or not.
So true.
But how sad is that window comment?
Yeah, I've been there. Harley's been there many times, many times, even as he's got older, not as just, well, he didn't see him that much when he was little. And then I remember Harley, you know, I'm sure Harley has spoke about this before anyway. Harley went completely off the rails, getting in trouble, just a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot. And my mum actually phoned Nigel in Spain and said, everyone we speak to, we've gone to count it. He's crying out
his
for
dad.
dad's attention or
Or
dad or
People say that dad energy is different to mum energy.
Yeah.
Because I was like reading up on it last night, and they were saying how a child will crave that dad energy, and it's kind of like a jigsaw puzzle, they say.
yeah.
I never really looked at it like that before. Obviously, I know a lot of people disagree with that, and that's fine.
Absolutely, and there's different scenarios. We all know that, but you know, this was certainly what we were getting told through, you know, him getting in trouble when we would get help and maybe counselling and things like that. And my mum actually got to a point, and she practically begged Nigel. She had to go through his wife to give Harley some time, like spend some time with him.
Okay.
And my mum said he's been in a really bad way. He's crying out for his dad. We've tried absolutely everything. Therapy, counselling, you name it, I've done it. I think you know, like I've done everything. And Harley would say that in his story. And they told my mum they would fly over in a couple of weeks, gave my mum a date that they would come over. My mum had to get Harley in the car and didn't tell him that he was going to meet his dad. And the arrangement was that my mum had to drive to, I think, Gatwick Airport and meet him in Costa Coffee.
Who was there at the meeting?
So when they arrived, Nigel was there with his wife.
Would she not let him spend any time with just the little boy?
Probably not. I don't know. You'll have to ask her that.
Okay.
They met. And
Wait, let me get this right. So they flew into Gatwick Airport.
But my mum had to drive to Gatwick Airport.
But you weren't there?
No.
So your mum took Harley. And then she went and met Nigel.
Went and met Nigel and his wife
Right.
at Costa Coffee, which probably, you know, it would have been nice to have maybe gone somewhere a
Not
little
as,
bit,
like,
but
public.
That was the deal. And then my mum and Caroline left Harley and Nigel together.
Okay.
In Costa Coffee for half an hour. And I don't know who thought that that would mean all the problems were over, but that was it. And then they went about their lives again. It was an absolute pointless
Waste of time. Mm-hmm. So he gave him half an hour.
To a boy that is off the rails.
Yeah, because he was getting kicked out of school. So
Yeah, everything. And God, do
Well,
I
actually,
say, I think it made things worse.
Really?
Yeah, I think it probably did.
Because then he's frustrated even more.
Yeah, the contact didn't continue. Like half an hour in Costa Coffee is not going to solve anything.
See, this kind of brings on to this DM. Honestly, my heart aches. I know you're an amazing mum and you'll always do well by them, but the absolute shit and trauma you've had to put up with and them growing up to realise what a tool he was to their absolute amazing mum is so unacceptable. Man needs to step up now and be 100% there before it's too late.
100%. I'm sitting here and it's too late. You know, it's too late.
My heart just went. I thought you meant my situation then. I'm like, no,
No,
please.
you've got years.
I haven't got years.
I've had years of this.
I don't know. I honestly don't know how you're still standing, to be honest.
Nor do I. Thank God we've got chair.
Honestly. You know the people that send DMs? So I've just found one. And you know when people are like, you get money, you should be fine. Like, stop complaining. Your kids get a good life. It's like, why are you talking about money?
Money,
It's got fuck all to do
money
with it.
isn't love.
Yeah.
And they're very separate issues.
Honestly, like, and for her to be talking about money, maybe that's the most important thing for her. But like,
Yeah, it's
I'm
not
into
for
the
you.
sentimental
Yeah.
things. So another one, I've seen all the crappy comments that you put him up to talking about his dad, but you can absolutely tell this isn't true. It's good to let him talk about his daddy when he needs to, even after everything that's happened. It's obvious Cairo has built that bond up with him. I mean, do people think that I sit there going, rehearse his line? Why would I want my child to talk about
It's
him?
written on the wall, isn't it?
In his bedroom.
Luckily he can read. Sometimes.
I've got no words.
No, sometimes.
Because sometimes it's so ridiculous. Like, do I even need to? And one of them was, does Kyle's family parents have any involvement? I can't imagine how difficult it must be for you. I'm sending you so much love. You really are seen by mums all over. Obviously, I think what people don't realise is they did have a relationship with his side of the family, the grandparents. They had really nice family days out, etc. But obviously that stopped in December.
Harley didn't have that.
He didn't see Nigel's. Was Nigel close to his family?
Yeah, very close, yeah.
Why didn't he see his grandparents?
We'll have to ask Nigel that. I actually don't know.
But Nigel never mentioned.
Nigel wouldn't have wanted.
Did Nigel's parents ever mention wanting to see them? Very strange.
Not until he was older.
Has he ever met them?
Yeah, I think he met his nan when he was 18.
He met his nan when he was 18?
Mm-hmm.
Where? How did that happen?
He went to her house.
How? He reached out to who?
I think Nigel took him there.
To his mum's? Mm-hmm. When he was 18?
Yeah.
And I'm guessing he didn't really have much to say to him.
She was a lovely lady.
Because there's no memories. There's nothing to talk to you about.
No.
Like, we can't talk about, we've done this together, we've done that together. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
Because there's literally nothing.
Nothing. It's like, what's sad is the kids lose the whole side of that family. As people in this situation know, it's not just, dad's not around. You know, they don't know the cousins on that side. They don't know their nan and granddad. They don't know their aunties and uncles. You know, it's like there's a whole new world out there that they don't know.
It's one of those situations. One of my friends, her children's father doesn't see their kids.
Yeah.
And his
No
mum.
way.
I swear, another one.
No, I don't believe it.
No, I swear.
I mean, there's 3 of us.
There's more than 3. Let me tell you, my DMs are full. His mum messages her
Right.
on WhatsApp or whatever, and and she's like, the kids are really growing up. It's a shame, but my friend will say, well, it's a shame that you've missed out on most of their lives. Like, it's such a shame that you can't just make more effort,
Yeah.
And my friend's like, I'm not going to put my kids in a situation where they're not accepted by their dad, but then, you don't see them, and it's just awkward for the children. They don't know whether they're coming or going. It's going to give them more issues.
Yeah.
So she's been really strong and has stuck to her guns. She's basically saying, like, until the dad's ready and until everyone's ready to accept my children with him, then just don't worry about it.
The thing is, you hear things, don't you?
That's done by a footballer.
A footballer.
Yeah.
The thing is, they are the adults. Mm-hmm. The children are the children. I would never stop anyone being in my children's life, as long as they're safe, if they're family or...
But I think the key word is it's got to be safe.
100%.
And also when children are young, obviously it's a bit harder, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because they can't tell you things, you don't know what's happening, it's a bit awkward.
It's like when they first go on sleepover and...
No, I can't talk about that. That makes me nervous.
Oh my God, it was the worst day of my life.
I don't think I can do it. I've spoken to you about this before.
Day of my
because I'm
life.
really funny about that sort of stuff. Like, you hear things about, blah, blah's uncle was there and we didn't know he was there, and then you hear horrible stories, and I'm thinking, I don't want to put my child in that situation. I mean, I'll tell
you a nice story. This is like a nice story about Harley going to his dad. It was the first time he was actually going on a sleepover at his dad's and his wife and his brothers and sisters. Mm-hmm. And all the way there, I just wanted to cry. But I thought, no, like, this is his other family. We must do this. Told him it was going to be amazing, how exciting. And we got there. And it's always been just me and Harley. So we pull up at Dad's big house with the big gates, and I know there's a swimming pool there, and I know there's other kids to play with, and there's a lump in my throat thinking, what if he doesn't want to come back to me, because it's just me and him. And you do feel like that, he's going into a whole new world of excitement and fun. Anyway, I drop him off. And I go to meet my friend. She knows I'm going to be like lost without him. I don't have time away from Honey unless I was at work. I go, and then this was about 10 o'clock in the morning, and I watch him walk off, and it's Nigel and his wife and the twins that greeted him, and he's holding their hand, and I just watch the 5 of them walk off. And as much as I wanted that for him, it killed me, because I thought, this is what I haven't given him. I've not given him a family. And I remember it being really like, oh my God, what if he doesn't want to be with me anymore? And so I go off, like I say. You do, Lauren, because I watched him go to be a family, and it was...
No, I get that, because
just me and him, and it's
Kanara,
like...
I was like, Kyra is by himself. He's going to think that he's done something wrong.
Yeah.
But obviously now he's got Kanara, I don't feel like that because they've got each other.
They've got each other,
I get what you mean about the family unit.
I moved on to make a new family, you know, but my whole point of this story, sorry, I've gone on long-winded, was I was supposed to pick him up for argument's sake at 7:00. I get a phone call at 5 and it's his dad saying, Harley wants to speak to you. And all I heard was, Mummy, I want to come home. I was like, so you've never seen anyone get in the car so fast. Picked him up. He got in.
The relief.
I had a little white Mini at the time, I'll never forget, and he's got in the car seat, and as we're driving off, I just felt this little hand go in mine, and he said, I wanted to come home, Mummy. And not in a bad way, but he was ready to come home.
No, not in a bad way, but as in like because you're his home as well.
Not that he wanted to go home because it was so awful there. He had a lovely time.
Yeah.
But it was I'm his safe place.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't want to sound like, but for that little minute, it was like, do you know what? All the big houses, all the swimming pools,
nothing.
all the flash cars, all the other kids. At the end of the day, I thought it's me and you.
That's
and it's
so cute.
So lovely. Didn't go on for long, I might add, but that's another story for another time.
I was in this. Oh God.
That was only one of the few times he went for sleepover.
Well, talking about sleepovers, I don't know what I'll do in that situation. I'm all fine for his friends coming to mine, but I think I'm a little bit.
We've spoke about this, haven't we? I think it's
because I said to you, is it like a new thing? And you said no. I think it always used to happen. It's just more known now.
Yeah, about letting kids go.
Yeah,
the scary
weird
thing is, I
things
mean,
that
we
happen.
could go talk about this for hours, couldn't we? You know.
Well, that's what I mean by when I say I protect my kids.
I know.
Like, those sorts of things run through my brain,
Yeah, of
where I'm
course.
putting my children, what situations I'm putting my children in.
And oh gosh, dare I even say it? Even sometimes the safest place you think they're going aren't.
But is there a safe place in this world?
No, it's what I'm saying.
Apart
So
from when you're
it's-
home and you shut that door.
Yeah, it's so difficult. So difficult.
I've always, I mean, if we were ever at soft player or farms, I'm like always at this. Just to make sure that I know where because it takes a second, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Honestly, I get really bad intrusive thoughts with stuff like that.
Yeah, it is
Do you get
scary.
intrusive
Yeah.
thoughts? Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know if anyone else suffers with it, but it's not nice.
I always wanted the kids to be at mine. Like that's and I think you'll do the same.
100%. I'm all up for however many friends you want to have. That's absolutely fine.
gosh.
As long as I know what's going
Yeah.
on. Yeah. All
Even
good.
now, actually, one of Harley's friends, Sammy, the other week, he said, "Do you remember we just all used to bundle at your house, Lise, and stay?" I would have like 7 boys.
Yeah, probably all with their mattresses
all on the floor, stinking bedroom of young boys, but I was so grateful that I knew where they were.
Yeah, they're all safe and happy.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
My mum and dad used to do that for me because, well, obviously my dad was a pilot, so he was always away.
Yeah.
So my mum was one of those like chilled mums,
Yeah.
and we'd always have. She used to love our friends
Yeah.
coming over, kind of the same as
Yeah.
you, but I used to love it as well. But talking about that, actually, my mum and dad and what family life used to be like. I was never allowed to have boys upstairs in my house. It was a
Weren't
rule.
you?
No, my dad. They could only ever stay downstairs.
Stay down.
He would never ever allow a boy to walk on them stairs.
Don't people have sex downstairs?
No, because he's down there.
Oh, yeah.
And if he wasn't there,
I didn't realise that.
and if he wasn't there, also, I was only fucking young. What the
Oh, well, I
fuck?
didn't know that. I thought you meant even as you got older.
I mean, yes. As I got older.
Yeah, still the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
No, look, it's
Why
dads.
did you lose your virginity?
It's dads and their daughters.
How old were you? Why are you going all quiet and backpedaling? Go on.
Week before my 16th birthday.
Was it? Who with? A boyfriend?
Boyfriend.
Boyfriend. I was 17.
Was you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was my first boyfriend.
Yeah. I feel as though I was quite...
Yeah, that's good. My daughter was as
No,
well.
not about that's good or whatever. I just meant I think when I was younger, I was a little bit like frigid. So I got another message as well from somebody else, and basically she said that she went on to find another partner. She married him, and he actually adopted her 2 kids.
Oh, that's lovely.
And someone else who I'm friends with, her husband adopted her first child as well.
Oh, it's nice. It's a nice story.
No, it is. So there are situations where
Yeah, where it happens.
Where it happens.
I mean, my son thought Lennox Lewis was his dad.
What do you mean?
So when Harley first met Nigel after the first time. So the second time, I suppose,
So this is after he was 9 months old.
after he was 9 months old,
Okay.
he was just before he was 5, before he was starting school. Obviously, you know, I prepped Harley about his dad and da-di-da, who he is, and that he boxes, and he used to like getting boxing magazines from the
Okay.
shop. And then this particular day we've gone in, it was about a week before Nigel was due to come and meet Harley, and he was coming to our house, and I'd bought Harley a magazine with Nigel inside. Like, he used to love his boxing magazines, and on the cover was Lennox Lewis with dreadlocks, and Harley would say, "Who's that?" I'd say, "That's Lennox Lewis," and I'd go through the boxing names of that era. Anyway, the days come, D-Day's here. Harley's all excited, waiting for his dad. He's got his boxing magazines out. And then when the door knocks, Harley goes and runs and gets in the cupboard
a little
under the
game.
stairs.
Yeah.
Like, he was all excited. So he's hid in there, and I've opened the door, and Nigel's there.
Little
and he's
Harry Potter
like,
closet. Go on.
yeah, I often locked him in there.
Don't say that
And,
to people will honestly think you did. You can't
yeah,
joke, can
okay,
you? Can't
no.
have personality.
No, sorry,
No.
I've got no personality. Take that out, Terry. Get rid of that, Terry, before I'm... So he comes in and he says, "Where's Harley?" Obviously. And I said, I pointed and said he's in the cupboard. So
You said you're here to see me.
yeah. I said, I got rid of him, thank God.
It can just be the two of us.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. And then...
But people will think we're actually being serious.
Yeah, they can't think I'm being serious. So he opens the cupboard
Yeah.
and bends down and says, "Harley, come out, come out." And Harley comes out, and I kid you not, he's gone like this. Looked at him up and down like that, and there's just silence. Like, it's quite a big emotional moment, really. Do you know what I mean? He hasn't seen his dad
for 4 years.
For 4 years, and I'm emotional because that's my child and his dad, and you know, it's all a bit. And then Harley absolutely kills it because he says, "You're not my dad. You're Lennox Lewis." Because Nigel had dreadlocks, and he'd never seen a picture of him with dreadlocks. I hadn't seen him with dreadlocks. And Nigel's face was just... Harley completely killed the moment. And then, I mean, I think we laughed. I think you've got to laugh about stuff
So
like
you
that.
look at you
haven't
like, why the fuck is he mentioning
Yeah,
that?
Lennox Lewis. I think I started getting the magazine out and saying, "Look,
Promise, this is mine.
look, this is who he thought you were." But yeah, Harley completely killed a what should have been a really emotional moment.
I don't think Cairo's going to have that problem.
What, having an emotional moment or someone with dreadlocks?
The dreadlocks.
Okay.
Well, don't know about the other thing, but definitely the dreadlocks.
Definitely the dreadlocks.
You have to have hair to grow it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's no chance. So yeah, and it just goes to show, doesn't it? At 4, Harley's
They don't forget anything.
remembered, you know, that's Lennox Lewis. Kids are so smart. They don't forget anything. And hold on, talking of smart, so Cairo yesterday, over to you.
So yesterday I was driving on the way to gymnastics with Kyra in the car, and I rang Lisa, and Lisa and him were talking, and she was saying how she was going to buy him a donut because it's like her thing with the kids. Whenever she comes to see them, she always brings them donuts, Kyra and Kanara. And I don't know why now, but he just associates you with donuts.
It's just, I have been associated with better things than donuts. But anyway, I'll take it.
So now you're a donut.
A donut.
So anyway, we're in the car, and obviously Lisa said, "I'm going to come bring you a donut, blah, blah, blah." And I said to Kyra, "Why don't you say to Lisa, like, don't worry about it, save your money." So he went, "Don't worry, Lisa, save your money, it's okay." So Lisa's going, no, it's fine. And then Kyra's going, no, save your money, Lisa. And she's going, oh. Anyway, within seconds, he went, "It's fine, Lisa. You can bring me your money because I've got donuts." Earlier, no, it was the day before, we'd made donut dough, and we've been frying them in the shallow fryer and making our own donuts and putting ice and sugar on them as sprinkles. So in his little mind, he's thought, why are you going to go and buy a donut? You can just buy them off.
Buy them off me. So I'm thinking, bless him, save my money. No, so he can have it.
Yeah, but how did he actually say it to you?
He went, "Oh no, Lisa, save your money, trying to be all cute with that little voice. And then he went, you can buy them off me. And I was like, right, okay. So
I thought great entrepreneurial skills.
yeah, I mean, I did
Great.
And
I thought, do you know
and
what,
I've got my
Sam?
money.
We'll start getting up a little shop up at the shop.
Yeah.
Start charging. his school
Yeah.
friends.
But I've got my money and I am going to buy his donuts off of him for him. I mean, I think I've got the short straw.
Honestly, it was so funny.
It
I
was
thought
funny.
you are not
so
silly.
crafty.
Well, I don't know where he gets it from.
No, I don't.
It's a good thing. It's a business skill that I like him to have.
Exactly. Like that.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Anyway, we're actually losing the will to
We
live.
are. So I've really enjoyed today. Love a good old natter. Have you, Lauren, enjoyed yourself?
I have, and we'll be back next week with another episode of Yours Sincerely. Bye, everyone. This podcast is sponsored by Timeless Moments. Timeless Moments is Portugal's top-rated, award-winning yacht charter company, offering unforgettable experiences along the breathtaking Algarve coast and beyond. Whether you're looking for a luxurious day out at sea, a private event, or a relaxing escape, our fleet of premium yachts and professional crew ensure every moment is exceptional. We specialise in creating personalised high-end experiences that are perfect for any occasion. Discover why we're the preferred choice for yacht charters in Portugal and start planning your next adventure with us at www.timelessmoments.pt.